So in today's video, I'm going to show you two exercises that work perfectly together to help to reduce neck strain, help to align your posture a lot better. So if you find yourself having a bit of a rounded posture through the upper back, I'm going to show you a way that we can straighten out your upper body, get your neck into a better postural position. And this is going to be a couple of exercises that you can do every few days. And when it's done in this specific order, there's an importance to the order, which I'll explain shortly, but I'm going to show you the exercises first. So the first one that we're going to do, and I'm just doing it on my knees here because I'm just near the floor for the other exercise, but you can do this one standing, you don't have to kneel. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our head, and we're going to open our elbows as wide as we can. So we want to squeeze some tension between the muscles in the upper back, and we're trying to be as tall as we can through here, and then we just relax, and then we create tension, open, and we're going to do that for 10 reps, but each time we do it, we're going to spend 2 seconds squeezing the shoulder blades together and opening the elbows as wide as we can. Then the other exercise, we're just going to use a towel. So all I've done is I've folded a towel in half and then folded it in half again and half again, and then I just roll it up. So I've got like what's, the shape of like a foam roller. If you have a foam roller, you can use a foam roller, but I know that everyone has a towel, so we're going to use that in our video. So what we want to do is through the middle of the upper back. So the center of that curve that's too rounded is where we want to position the rolled towel. So it acts like a fulcrum in the middle of that section of the spinal column. So for most people, it's probably going to be around the bottom angle of the shoulder blades, around that bottom third. And then we're just going to interlace our fingers. So if I just shift a little bit, we're going to interlace our fingers behind our head. We're going to support our head, and then we're just going to keep our butt on the ground, and we're going to stretch over the back of the towel until our hands and our head can gently rest on the floor. Now, if you can't, and you're held up high and that feels too intense for you, you can put a book or a pillow, just something small though, under your head. So the idea is what we're doing is we're stretching out through the upper abdominals, through that chest and shoulder region to open up, and we're just going to spend 1 minute in this position. Okay, and we're just going to hang out, we're going to relax, let gravity do all the work and the opening. And then straight away after we've done this, then we're going to go back to the other exercise. Okay, so where we repeat and we do elbows closed, open, holding wide. And you'll probably find we're going to do 3 cycles of that. So, well, I want you to do 3 cycles. I'm just demonstrating 1 round. But you'll probably find each round that you do that, it will become easier to open those elbows up because we've stretched the muscles at the front. So the method to the madness is that generally when our upper back's rounded and our shoulders are forwards, there's too much tension in the muscles at the front of the shoulders and the upper abdominals, and that pulls everything forward. So it's like, imagine like a tug of war, where, if you had me going against myself, we're going to be even and everything's going to be in the middle, but you put 2 of me on one end compared to 1 of me on the other end, the 2 of me is going to beat the 1. So what's happening is generally what might be happening in your body is that you've got more tension at the front, so there's more of a stronger pull to the forwards as there is to the back. So those muscles are winning the tug of war, so the shoulders come forwards. But when we do our stretch over the towel, it stretches and opens that front side, but it also shuts the neural input down. So it almost has like a sedative effect. it relaxes and calms the muscles at the front. And then we're opening and squeezing and tightening the muscles at the back. And when they don't have to go against the pull of the muscles at the front, we can get a really nice wide open posture and develop strength in that position. So naturally, after doing the 3 rounds, your shoulders will be set in a better posture, which will affect the posture of the neck and the upper back, and everything will go more into balance.